Close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Lined into left field for a base hit.
Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run. The throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Everybody, and welcome to Steele, North Dakota. We got the 2024 Region 3 baseball tournament on the airwaves here for you on yourliveevents.com. I'm tuning in, and complete coverage of the tournament coming up for you today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. So today we got 3 games on the docket for you. First game today, starting here at 10 a.m., will be number 2, Kidder County Wolves, and the host taking on number 3, Cheyenne, New Rockford. So that's scheduled first pitch at 10 a.m. this morning. So we'll have that game for you coming up. And then at 12:30 today will be number 1 seeded Carrington Cardinals taking on number 5, Lemoore Litchfield Marion. And then in the loser out bracket at 3 o'clock will be number 4, South Border. They'll take on the loser of this one coming up, Kidder County versus Cheyenne, New Rockford. South Border fell to Lemoore Litchfield Marion last week Thursday in the first round game. That was in Wishick. And Lemoore Litchfield Marion won that contest by the final score of 9-2. So that put Lemoore against Carrington today at 12:30, and South Border will play at 3 o'clock today against either Kidder or Cheyenne, New Rockford. And then tomorrow, we'll start our coverage at 10 a.m. again, probably about 9:30, 9:35, somewhere around there tomorrow morning with the pregame. We'll have a 10 o'clock game for you, 12:30 and 3 o'clock. The 10 o'clock game is the semifinal, and then the loser brackets games will be at 12:30 and 3. And then the championship scheduled at noon on Wednesday. And then if it's the team's first loss, then it'll be a winner-take-all at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, and they would be crowned the Region 3 baseball tournament champion, and they would head off to Jamestown. Starts next week, Thursday, for the State B baseball tournament. Thanks for tuning in during the Prairie Inn Restaurant pregame report. If you want good home-cooked meals, the Prairie Inn Restaurant in Carrington is a great spot for breakfast, dinner, and supper. And they're located right by the roundabout in Carrington. You can call this number here for takeout, 701-652-3976. And nice day here in Steele, and we're hoping the weather holds. Not much wind now, and they did get some rain yesterday. I was talking with Athletic Director Ryan Larson here for Kidder County Schools in Steele here, and he said they got about 10 hundredths. It was just a really quick downpour last night, about 8 o'clock. I know I checked the radar last night, and I seen it on the radar last night. It was all red, but he said it was really quick, got about 10 hundredths, and put some puddles on the field and everything. But right now it's looking really good. And Kidder County taking their warm-ups right now. They're in field, and field looking really nice and green. And we want to thank Ryan Larson, the AD here in Steele, for their hospitality and their help getting everything set up. Also want to thank Communications for our internet access here today as well. So a big thank you for everybody there. And of course, thank you to all of our sponsors for making Region 3 tournament coverage possible from Steele, the entire tournament from Steele here, right here on yourliveevent.com. All right, we'll come back on our Prairie Inn Restaurant pregame report. I got a chance to talk with both coaches, so that's coming up, and then we'll get to the starting lineups and first pitch on the way. First game of 3 today in Steele for the Region 3 baseball tournament. It's Cheyenne, New Rockford, and Kidder County next, right here on yourliveevent.com.
And out long past dusk, you need a banker who will work with your schedule, not the other way around. At Choice, we do banking differently, giving farmers like you time back to focus on what really matters. Choice Bank, top North Dakota ag bank for 10 years running, and always people first.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Model!
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Welcome back to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. This is the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame report. If you want good home-cooked meals, the Prairie Inn Restaurant in Carrington is the spot. It's open Monday through Friday and serving breakfast, dinner, and supper. Breakfast all day, by the way, as well. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington, and you can call this number here for takeout 701-652-3976. And, well, we got Region 3 baseball coverage here for you from Steel. And first game will be Cheyenne New Rockford, the number 3 seed, taking on Kidder County, the number 2 seed. And these two clubs met twice in the regular season. And Kidder County lost to Cheyenne New Rockford 3-2. And then they played again later on. And then Kidder County won Cheyenne New Rockford 7-6. So both tight contests here as the Region 3 tournament wide open. I mean, both these are actually all of these, including these two teams and all 5 teams, pretty even. And we're looking for a pretty good tournament here as both clubs, all teams here looking pretty even, and they've either split in the regular season or Lemoore beat Carrington twice. There you had the 5 seed knock off Carrington twice in the regular season. So we'll see what happens here Wednesday, but we'll get to that game here shortly. But right now, we want to check out the interviews, as I got a chance to talk with both head coaches. And our pregame interviews are brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, you can visit the website dhbanknd.com. Okay, well, first up, I got a chance to talk with Damian Kennedy in his first year for the Kidder County Wolves. And we'll air his interview back right now here on YourLiveEvent.com. Welcome back to the pregame report here on YourLiveEvent.com. Kickoff for the Region 3 baseball tournament in Steel. First game today, we got Kidder County, and they're going to take on the Black Sox of Cheyenne New Rockford. Head coach Damian Kennedy joins us right now. First year for the Wolves. Head coach, yep. Thanks, Coach, for joining us here. And well, let's talk about this game. You guys met twice in the regular season. 1 run. You guys split. 1 run separated both games there.
Right. Yeah, they're a good team. They play hard. We know we're going to get a good matchup, whenever we play. We just hope that we're playing our best baseball when we face them.
So what do you think you got to do today? It's decent weather, so hopefully the wind holds. No rain today, right?
Right. Yep. We're just going to hit the ball and field the ball cleanly, and I think then we give us the best chance to win.
And how about playing here in Steel? It'd be nice to have that home field advantage. The field looking really nice today, too.
Absolutely, yes. It's nice to have our guys sleep in their own beds. No bus ride. You got here early to hit, and it's good. I hope we get the fans to come out and support us and give us a true home field advantage.
So who you got on the mound starting today, and what do you expect from him?
Got Isaiah Oster on the mound. He's our senior. He's our ace. He'll throw strikes. We know that. He's going to attack the zone. He's got some nice off-speed stuff. Got a nice cutter. I think hopefully that keeps him off balance and gives him a challenge.
So, with tournament time now, pitch counts always come in to factor. You got to kind of, play that, maybe save him or use him. So what do you think with the pitch counts and everything? How are you going to handle that today?
Yeah, that's the game inside the game. We're gonna manage his load, see how the game goes. Let that kind of dictate it. We'd like to save him some pitches so he can come back on Wednesday if we need him. So we'll see it. We'll let the game dictate that, though.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck today.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
You bet. That was head coach Damian Kennedy of Kidder County Wolves, head coach there in his first year. And our interview is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. All right, we'll take another break here. This is the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame report. We'll come back and chat with the head coach for Cheyenne New Rockford. It's Region 3 Baseball on yourliveevent.com.
Barton Meats of Carrington, North Dakota specializes in providing its customers with only the finest quality steaks and meat products. Choose from a variety of steaks and roasts that are packed individually in freezer-safe packages for your convenience. They package ground beef and ready-to-go freezer bags starting at £1. You'll find a little bit of everything, including sausage, pork chops, seasoned sirloins, beef sticks, and more. There's always something. Call for custom processing or any other questions. Barton Meats at 701-652-3636.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com, and we're at the Region 3 Baseball Tournament here in Steele. We're moments away from first pitch. We got Kidder County and Cheyenne New Rockford coming up here for you. This is the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame report. All right, we got one more interview to air here on yourliveevent.com. And this is the head coach for Cheyenne New Rockford. Welcome back to our pregame report here on yourliveevent.com. Region 3 Baseball Tournament action coming up here shortly. I'm Greg, tuning in, and Scogan joins us right now from Cheyenne New Rockford Black Sox, head coach in his second year. Dave, let's talk about the Region 3 tournament here. 5 teams. It seems like most teams this year, when they play the other Region 3 team, have kind of split. So it's a really even tournament this year, right?
Yeah, wide open. 5-seed Lemoore knocked off Carrington twice, top seed. We went 4-4. We lost 2 of our games on 1 run late last inning. Left 14 on the game. 14 on base. The game we lost, first game we lost to Carrington. Whoever plays the best baseball is going to come out of this thing. It's wide open from 5th seed all the way up to the top seed.
So you got Kidder County Wolves today, and you guys split, and 1 run separated you two this year. So what do you got to do? Keys to victory today?
Yeah, you play defense. It all starts there, playing good, solid mental defense too, staying engaged. We won here 3-2. Lost the lead late in the innings up there. We were up 3-0, up 6-2. They came from behind and won. They're a scrappy bunch. They play baseball the right way. We got to be fundamentally sound like they're going to be. If we do that, I like our chances.
Who you got on the mound today for the Black Sox?
We got Connor Canadrid going. Been solid for us all year. He's been solid for the program for a lot of years. Put a lot of innings into this program. This moment's going to be perfect for him. He's going to come in, throw strikes, and allow us to play good defense behind him.
Sounds good. Thanks so much. Good luck today.
Thank you.
That was head coach Dave Scogan for Cheyenne New Rockford Black Sox. Dave is in his second year, and he's assisted by Lucas Weisenberger. So I want to thank both coaches for joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, you can visit the website, dhbanknd.com. This is the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame reports. We got the lineups up next, and first pitch coming up. It's the first game of 3 today here in Steele. Cheyenne New Rockford and Kidder County next, right here on yourliveevent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A farmer's work is never done. You're not just planting a seed or harvesting a crop. You're growing a legacy. When you're up before dawn and out long past dusk, you need a banker who will work with your schedule, not the other way around. At Choice, we do banking differently, giving farmers like you time back to focus on what really matters. Choice Bank, top North Dakota Ag Bank for 10 years running, and always people first.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Welcome back. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and this is the Prairie Inn Restaurant of Carrington pregame reports. And let's get to the starting lineups here for this one. This is our first game of 3 today, and then we'll have complete coverage tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Championship Wednesday scheduled to start at noon. And then if necessary, we'll have the second repeat championship on Wednesday as well. All right, let's get to the starting lineups here for this one. And let's talk about these two clubs. First up, let's meet Kidder County Wolves. They are 4-7-1 on the year. They're the number 2 seed in this tournament. And they will be the home team for this one, as they are the host here as well. So throughout the tournament, the higher seed will be home unless they have one more loss in the tournament. Then, so that will be kind of be determined here throughout the tournament here. Batting leadoff and playing it behind the plate is Colin Zimmerman. Batting second will be Trey Silvernagel, the junior, playing at third base. On the mound, Isaiah Oster, senior pitcher. Batting cleanup will be Jake Cardis, sophomore at center field. Batting fifth, Preston Fisher, second baseman. Batting sixth will be Donovan Martin, the sophomore. He's in right field. Batting seventh will be Taden Jasper, a freshman at first base. Batting eighth will be Blake Binder, sophomore in left field. And batting ninth will be Grady Larson, a freshman at shortstop. So that's for head coach here, the Kidder County Wolves, Damian Kennedy in his first year, assisted by Joe Oster. Joe is also the Legion coach here in Steele. And so head coach Damian Kennedy in his first year for the Kidder County Wolves. Now, let's talk about Cheyenne New Rockford Black Sox. Their head coach, Dave Scogan, in his second year, he's assisted by Lucas Weisenberger. And so they're going to start like this. And Cheyenne New Rockford Black Sox, they are 9-6 in the regular season. So Connor Canadarud will bat leadoff. He's a senior and doing the pitching duties here. Batting second will be shortstop Thomas Almers. Batting third will be Keaton Cudworth, left field. Batting fourth will be Brody Weisenberger, the junior, first base. Batting fifth, center field, Luke Erie. He's a senior. Batting sixth, Alex Weisenberger, sophomore in right field. Batting seventh will be Braden Collier. He's a junior catcher. Batting eighth will be Sky Kramlich, freshman second base. And then batting ninth will be Easton Simon, a sophomore at third base. So that's the lineups here for Cheyenne New Rockford. And their head coach is Dave Scogan in his second year at the helm for Cheyenne New Rockford Black Sox. So this is our first game of 3 we got coming up here. And then we'll check, we got the 12:30 game. Will be Carrington, the 1 seed at 10-8, taking on number 5 seed, Lemoore Litchfield Marion at 12:30 today. Lemoore Litchfield Marion 6-6. Then our third game today will be about 3 o'clock. That'll be South Border. They'll take on the loser of this one, Kidder County or Cheyenne New Rockford. So that's the first lineup, first day lineup here at Steele at the kickoff for the Region 3 2024 baseball tournament. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and thanks everybody for our great sponsorships as well here on YourLiveEvent.com. So, all right, well, we're going to take another break. I think they're getting the starting lineups announced right now. Cheyenne New Rockford down in the third base dugout. There'll be black tops, gray pants, and then Kidder County hanging over there at the first base dugout. There'll be white tops, white pants with the pinstripes. So it'll be the third meeting between these two clubs this year, and they split the regular season by 1 run. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with first pitch right here on YourLiveEvent.com.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Barton Meats of Carrington, North Dakota specializes in providing its customers with only the finest quality steaks and meat products. Choose from a variety of steaks and roasts that are packed individually in freezer-safe packages for your convenience. They package ground beef and ready-to-go freezer bags starting at £1. You'll find a little bit of everything, including sausage, pork chops, seasoned sirloins, beef sticks, and more. There's always something. Call for custom processing or any other questions. Barton Meats at 701-652-3636.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info. 701-652-2886.
The Carrington School District congratulates the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, securing the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique and inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff from the Carrington School District. To all students, parents, and families of Carrington Schools, thank you for a great year.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back here to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for listening to the Prairie Inn Restaurant pregame report. And coming up here, we got first pitch. So starting his warm-up tosses here is the ace for the Kidder County Wolves, Isaiah Oster, the senior on the mound. And he'll face the top of the order here for Cheyenne New Rockford. First game of the Region 3 tournament today. Of course, last week it was a first-round game. Saw Lemoore Litchfield Marion over South Border 9-2. So Lemoore will play later at 12:30. Then South Border will play at 3 o'clock today. We'll get a game time temperature and everything here for you. And it was pretty cloudy when I arrived here this morning, but now kind of more clouds moving in. So Steel got about 10 hundredths of rain last night here, about 8 o'clock. But it was a really heavy, fast downpour. And now the field looking nice and dry and ready for action here for the kickoff of the Region 3 tournament. So, all right, Canadarud will dig in here and face Isaiah Oster of the Kidder County Wolves. Let's give want to thank Steel School and Athletic Director Ryan Larson for all our hospitality here. Nice press box up here. We appreciate it and all the treats and everything. So, all right, here we go. Oster gets the sign and the pitch. Swung on, grounder, foul. So underway here. Right at 10 o'clock. First pitch, 10 o'clock. 52 degrees here in Steel. Northwest winds of 14. And Mostly cloudy sky here in Steele. Oster, the senior, delivers. High, kind of at the helmet there of Canadarud. 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior Canadarud. Canadarud, the pitcher for Cheyenne, New Rockford. Then pitch and missing inside. Our umps for this one, we got Dan Haugen behind home plate. Then we got Trev Zer, third base, and also Brady Thielgis at first. And pitch. There's a ball. 3-1 now to Connor Canadarud. Cheyenne, New Rockford. And the pitch swung on, popped up. Catcher Zimmerman giving chase right by the first base dugout. First baseman coming over and makes the play. Zimmerman retreated, and the first baseman Jasper made the play. So that was a nice play there in foul territory. So Canadarud's out on a foul out right in front of the first base dugout. Play made by first baseman Jasper. So now it's Thomas Almers to bat. So Almers will dig in here for Cheyenne, New Rockford Black Sox. Pitch from Oster. Outside 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Almers. Freshman for the Black Sox of SNR. Here's a pitch from the righty Oster. There's a strike. 1-1 to Almers. And the pitch outside. 2-1 out of Almers. On deck here is Keaton Cudworth for SNR. Of course, Lemoore Litchfield Marion winning the last 3 region championships and finishing at state runner-up all 3 times as well. Lemoore Litchfield Marion this year, the number 5 seed. 3-1 the count now to Almers. And ball, so first walk. So Almers at first. Keaton Cudworth now with a runner at first for Cheyenne, New Rockford, and 1 down. So Cudworth, the left-handed batter, will dig in here to face Oster, the righty for Kidder County Wolves. Jasper holding the runner on. There's a throw to first, and back safely is the runner. Here's the pitch. It's low and in the dirt, dug out nicely by Zimmerman, saving Almers to going to second. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Ball outside, just missing outside. So 2-0 now to the batter at home plate, Keaton Cudworth for 17 for SNR. Meet the defense here for Kidder County shortly. Still 2 more games coming up today. Carrington and Lemoore Litchfield Marion next, scheduled about 12:30 today. Here's the pitch from the righty. Low one in the dirt, kept in front. Dug out by Zimmerman again for Kidder County Wolves. 3-0 now, so Oster down in the count here. And the pitch. There's a strike. Count goes to 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Cudworth of Cheyenne, New Rockford. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice pitch there from Oster. Took something off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count full now. Here's the pitch and the payoff from Oster. Ripped to second. Second baseman plays a bad hop, bounces off his glove. His only play will be to first, and it's a wide throw, but Jasper hangs on. Had to do a stretch. So that takes the runner to second. Cudworth is out on a 4-3. And Almers at second base now with 2 down. Now Brody Weisenberger will bat, the junior for SNR. Cleanup man for the Black Sox. Runner in scoring position. And the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to Brody Weisenberger. And the pitch here. Just missing. 1-1 now to Brody Weisenberger. The throw to second and back safely is Almers. Defense for Kidder County got Colin Zimmerman catching, Tayden Jasper at first, Preston Fisher second, Grady Larson at short, Trey Silvernagel at Shortstop, or I'm sorry, third. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Left fielder Blake Binder, and then sophomore Jake Cardis in center, and Donovan Martin, a sophomore in right field. And the pitch, curve. It's a high chopper. Shortstop charging, goes to first and out. So 6-3. They get Weisenberger. That's going to do it here for Cheyenne New Rockford. So leave a runner stranded. No runs, no score here after the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the second. And Kidder County coming up. We'll have it for you next right here on yourliveevent.com.
Here's this summer's happening at Headlocks in Carrington. On Friday, June 14th, it's the Lance Caning Golf Scramble. Then on Friday and Saturday, July 12th and 13th, it's the Central City Bash. Enter the Headlocks Eaton Par 3 Golf Tournament and check out the street dance with the band Uptown. On Saturday, July 13th, check out the Cool Car Show in the afternoon and the street dance with the Dean Brecky Band later that night. While you're there, see their awesome picture wall full of local sports memories. Visit Headlocks on Facebook for more information about all their happenings.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Welcome back. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, there's no score in the bottom of the first inning as Cheyenne New Rockford got a runner at second, but was stranded there. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. Kidder County will send their leadoff man, Colin Zimmerman, up, and then Silvernagle and Oster to bat here in the bottom of the first for the Wolves. So Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. No score here yet. Also our game recaps today throughout the game brought to you by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. And also game updates brought to you by the Red River Valley Fair as well. Red River Valley Fair moving to a 3-weekend format. June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. Tickets on sale right now for all concerts. RedRiverValleyFair.com. All right, so Zimmerman will bat here to face Canadarood of Cheyenne New Rockford. Meet the lineup or the defense here for SNR shortly. So Canadarood, the senior, looks in and faces the senior Zimmerman. And the pitch. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder coming on. That's going to land just fair down by the right field line. So it's going to be a long signal there off the single off the bat of Colin Zimmerman. Alex Weisenberger came in, charging in, and it lands just fair by inches down there, down the right field line. So it'll be a single for Zimmerman on one pitch now. Trey Silvernagle will bat for Kidder County Wolves. Silvernagle, a junior here for the Wolves, batting face Canadarood. Canadarood checks first. And the pitch, way high. Ball one. So Braden Collier catching for the Black Sox, and you got Brody Weisenberger at first, Sky Kramlich at second, Thomas Almers at short, and Easton Simon at third. Keaton Cudworth in left, Luke Erie in center, and Alex Weisenberger in right for head coach Dave Scogan. And the pitch, high. 2 balls, no strikes. Assistant for SNR is Lucas Weisenberger. His son is Alex, then his nephew is Brody. All right, here we go. Canadarood looks over to Brody Weisenberger at first, holding the runner. They throw over there, and low throw. Weisenberger digs it out. So back safely is Zimmerman. Set. And the 2-0. Runner goes. It's going to be 3-0. Throw down a second, and not in time. So Colin Zimmerman at second base now, and nobody out here for Kidder County Wolves. Runner in scoring position here for Kidder County. Silvernagle takes the 3-0. High, it's going to be 4-pitch walk. 2 on, nobody out here for Kidder County. That'll bring up number 3 batter, Isaiah Oster. The pitcher, senior, will come in to face Canadarud. So Oster looks down to head coach Damian Kennedy at third base. Gets some instructions, digs in, and the pitch home. Runner goes, throw down to third, not in time. It's going to be a double steal. Could be a ball. So Colin Zimmerman just took off for third, and he stands there. And then also Silvernagle took off too. So 2 on, nobody out here for Kidder County. And it's 1-0 to Oster at home. And pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Oster. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Oster. And the pitch from Canadarud. High again. Canadarud, I got him down 8 pitches, 6 balls, just 2 strikes. And that'll get a visit by his catcher, Collier. Maybe a little nerves here in early on, the first game of the tournament. So Collier checking on his pitcher. All right, so 1 ball or 2 balls, no strikes to Isaiah Oster. Zimmerman at third and Silvernagle at second for the Wolves. And the pitch. There's a strike. 2-2 now, count even to Oster. So 2 balls and 2 strikes from Connor Canadarud. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Big strikeout there. So Oster strikes out for out number 1. Runners hold. Here's Jake Curtis now. So Curtis will bat to face Canadarud. Canadarud looks into Collier, checks the runners at third and second. And pitch home. Curve missing high. So it's 1-0 now to Jake Curtis. .52 degrees here at first pitch today in Steel. And the pitch. Low inside. Gets away from Collier, but no harm done. Just trickles away about a foot or 2. So it's 2-0 now to Jake Curtis. Curtis, the right-handed batter. Canadarud sets and delivers. There's a strike. 2-1 to Curtis. A nice drive down from Carrington today. Left earlier this morning. Pitch from Canadarud. Swing and a miss. Count even now, 2-2 to Jake Curtis, the sophomore for KC Wolves. Canadarud now sets in the 2-2 coming in. Hopped up in the infield. Third baseman tracking right by the bag underneath and makes the play. Runners will hold. So Easton Simon makes the put out. Curtis hops out. Pops up to the third baseman and 2 down now. And now it's Preston Fisher with 2 down. So Fisher, the lefty, digs in to face Canadarud. And the pitch. Missing high, so 1-0 now. 1 ball, no strikes to Fisher. Fisher, a sophomore. So Canadarud, our Wolves put 2 on here. Second and third and nobody out. And now all of a sudden 2 down. So Canadarud, the pitch. Swung on. It's a grounder to second. Second baseman up with it over to first and out. And wow, Canadarud pitches out of a big jam here. Kidder County comes up empty. 4-3 put out. That's going to do it here for Kidder County Wolves. So after an inning on the Dakota Heritage Bank, no score. We'll head to the top of the second next on yourliveevent.com.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Find the perfect gifts for your Father's Day or stock up this summer at Lemoore Drugstore, from sunscreen, bug spray, and first aid supplies. Plus, Lemoore Drugstore has a Nebo car jump starter with an air compressor and power ports, and keep your refreshments cold with the Nebo thermoelectric cooler bag. Lemoore Drugstore, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com.
You can feel secure in the knowledge that your comfort is in good hands with Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington. Their prompt and courteous team stands in readiness to assist you with all your plumbing needs, including ductless air conditioners. Larson Plumbing is happy to announce that they install Daikin ductless air conditioners. Daikin air conditioners make sure you stay cool all summer long with no interruptions. Call the ones who care. Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington, 701-652-5695.
I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We're in the top of the second inning. And no score here between these two clubs right now, Cheyenne, Rockford, and Kidder County. And our game updates brought to you by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. Norman County Raceway with the World of Outlaw late models coming to Ada, Minnesota, June 29th. You can visit NormanCountyRaceway.com to purchase tickets. And the Red River Valley Speedway, West Fargo, every Friday night racing. For special racing events and tickets, you can visit RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. And our game recap here, where the Wolves threatened, they got 2 on. In the bottom of the first, nobody out, and Canadarud retired the next 3 batters. So no score here. Top of the second. For SNR, it'll be Yuri, Weisenberger, and Collier. 5, 6, 7 batters here to face Isaiah Oster, the senior right-hander for the Kidder County Wolves. Full line of the pitch. That one's in the dirt, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Yuri. There's one right down the pipe. 1-1 now to Yuri. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Yuri, the senior. That one's outside. 2-1 to Yuri now. And the pitch. Swung on, that's ripped to center field. That should drop for a hit. It does. So Yuri has a single to center. That'll put the leadoff man on for SNR. Now it's Alex Weisenberger. First hit of the ball game for Cheyenne Rockford. So Alex Weisenberger, the sophomore, will dig in here to face Oster, the senior of Kidder County. Nice rip off the bat of Yuri. Getting on here. So Taden Jasper will hold him on over there for Kidder County. Oster sets, and the pitch. Runner goes. Be outside, gets away from Zimmerman. So the runner will take second easily, no throw down. So Yuri at second. Nobody out here for SNR now. So Luke Yuri at second. 1 ball, no strikes to Alex Weisenberger. And the pitch home. There's a strike. 1-1 to Alex Weisenberger. Set, and the pitch from Oster. Grounder right back to Oster. He'll check second. Checks again, goes to first. Good play by Oster. And held Yuri at second base. So 1-3 put out for Weisenberger. And Yuri stays put at second base. Oster did a nice job there as a comebacker. Checks second. Looked over to first. Checked second again. And then fired over to first. Got the out. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right field. Foul by about 15, 20 feet down over there. So 0-1 to Braden Collier, junior for SNR. And the pitch. Just inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Collier. And the pitch home coming from Isaiah Oster. He'll throw, weak throw to second. Back safely is Yuri, no problem. Kind of checking the runner back there, it looks like. Here's a pitch. Outside. 2-1 to Collier. Pitch coming up from Oster. Right back, Oster. Good reflexes. They're going to have the runner caught between second and third. And he'll go at third, and they got him out. Nice play again by Oster. Paying attention to that lead runner. And Yuri went off at the crack of the bat. And Oster ran over towards him, kept running, and threw to Silvernagel. And Silvernagel got the nice tag in there. So nice job there to get Yuri out. So Collier will reach on the fielder's choice. And Luke Geary out at third base. Now it's Guy Kramlich. Strike one to Kramlich. Pitch. There's a roller that'll get through left field for a base hit. How big is that out now? Geary more than likely would have scored. So 2 on now. So Kramlich, a single to left field. So now it's Easton Simon, the sophomore, to dig in here for SNR. 2 down, 2 on. Pitch from Oster as he checks the runners. Out in the dirt, so nice stop again by Zimmerman. 1 ball, no strikes to Simon. 1-0 now. Outside. 2-0 to Simon. So 2 balls, no strikes to Easton Simon. So we got Collier at second and Kramlich at first for Cheyenne New Rockford. And the pitch. Grounded short. Larson up with it to first and out. 6-3. Simon's retired. That's going to do it here for Cheyenne New Rockford. Leave 2 on, no runs across. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, no score. We'll head to the bottom of the second next right here on yourliveevent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig backs at Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Greg for yourliveevent.com. Thanks for tuning in. And it's the Region 3 baseball tournament here from Steel. Complete tournament coverage from Steel right here on yourliveevent.com today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. You can watch and listen to all the games, and you can go back to and watch and listen to the games. If you want to go back and listen to our old broadcasts or previous broadcasts, you can find that certainly on yourliveevent.com. Everything's right there. All right, well, we are in the bottom of the second, the home half of the second inning, and no score here from Steel. Both teams have threatened and come out early, but both pitchers getting the outs they need, save those runs. So Donovan Martin, sophomore, will bat here. 6, 7, 8 batters for Kidder County Wolves here to face Connor Canadarud of Cheyenne New Rockford. Winner of this one plays tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the semifinal against the winner of our next one, Carrington versus Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Loser of this one plays South Border today at 3. In a loser out game. Canadarud delivers. Hopped up and back behind our heads. 0-1 to Donovan Martin. Once again, I want to say thank you to Beck Communications for providing us internet here today. Appreciate that. 0-1 to Martin. Grounder, right past Knatterud. Shortstop charging at second. Goes over to first and out. Nice play there by Almers. Had to play that over at second. Had to fire over to get Martin out. 6-3 on the out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Taden Jasper. So Jasper, the freshman first baseman, will dig in here for Kidder County. Knatterud looks into Collier. Ready, sets, and the pitch. High. Gets away from Collier. 1 ball, no strikes to Taden Jasper. Set from Knatterud and delivers home. There's a strike just in there. 1-1 to Jasper. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Freshman Taden Jasper. And the pitch. Foul tipped. 1-2 to Jasper now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Talking with AD here, Ryan Larson, and overnight they had 0.10 of rain and time out early this morning, working on the field, getting it ready. There's the ball. Because I was looking at the radar last night and saw that steel was getting hit pretty hard, but it was just a quick shower, just a quick downpour of 0.10, and it went through, and now the field looking really nice and everything dried up, ready for baseball. Here's the pitch. So 1 hopper to shortstop, Almers to first and out. So Jasper 6-3 on the out. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Blake Binder. So 2 down now. Here's Blake Binder. Left-handed batter will face Connor Knatterud of Cheyenne, New Rockford, Black Sox. Here's the pitch. High and tight ball gets past Collier. 1-0 to Blake Binder. Set from Knatterud and delivers. There's a strike. 1-1 now to Binder. So evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch here from Knatterud, the righty of SNR. High. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Blake Binder. Two 1 coming in. Just missing outside. Collier tried to bring it back into the strike zone. 3-1. Home plate umpire asking. Yeah, should be. Yeah, 3 balls, 1 strike. So Binder back in the box. And the pitch. Rip foul right past the third base dugout there, right by the chain link fence. So 3-2 to Binder. Knatterud sets and delivers home. Payoff. Foul back again. So Binder stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Northwest wind today, so wind kind of blowing out towards the left. Not much wind, the big U.S. flag out there right above the scoreboard. Blowing a little bit more now. Here's the pitch. Popped up and foul. Out of play right by the third base dugout. So 3rd foul ball off the bat of Blake Binder here in a row. So hopefully the wind holds and the rain and everything for the tournament. But yeah, you never know, especially a spring, a lot of rain, a lot of wet field conditions. Postponing things again. Spring season so difficult here sometimes in North Dakota. Here's the pitch. Chopper foul. 4th foul ball off the bat of Blake Binder. 4 in a row. So it's still 3 balls and 2 strikes to Blake Binder. Sophomore. And the 3-2. Just missing. Canadarud thought it was there, but Binder takes his base. 2-out walk. Here's Grady Larson, the number 9 batter. Runner at first now, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Larson to dig in to face Connor Canadarud. Set, and the pitch coming in. There's a strike. 0-1 to Grady Larson. Larson looking to head coach Damian Kennedy at first. Joe Oster at first base, assistant coach. Joe's the Legion coach here in Steele for the summer program. And the pitch high. 1-1 to Larson. One now. And the pitch popped up and back over our heads. So it's going to be 1-2 to Larson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Grady Larson. Set, and the pitch from the righty, Canadarud. Popped up in the infield. Weisenberger coming on right by the line and makes the grab. So Larson pops up to first base, and that's going to be out number 3. So for Kidder County, they'll leave a runner stranded, no runs across. We have played 2 complete, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, no score. We'll be back right after this.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
Welcome back. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for tuning in. It's Region 3 baseball action here for you. The first game of 3 today in the opening day of the tournament. There's a strike. Or actually a ball. Ball 1 to Connor Canadarud. It'll be 1-2-3 batters here for SNR. There's a strike now from Isaiah Oster. So evens count. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Canadarud, Almers, and Cudworth here for SNR. Swinging a foul. 1-2 the count here now to Connor Canadarud. 0-for-1. He flew out his first time up. On deck is Thomas Almers, shortstop here for SNR. Pitch from Oster, low. Evens accounted. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Connor Canadarud. Full line in the pitch from Oster. Called strike 3. Nice pitch. Got Canadarud looking. So 1 up and 1 down. Here's Thomas Almers. He walked his first time up. Pitch coming up from Oster. He'll face Almers for the second time. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Thomas Almers. Full line in the 0-1 coming in. There's a swing and a fly ball. Center fielder tracking to his left. Underneath makes the grab. So Cardis makes the put out off the bat of Almers. So he flies out to center. 2 up and 2 down. And now Keaton Cudworth. So Keaton Cudworth now will bat to face Oster. Cudworth, the senior, his first time up, he grounded out. So he's 0-for-1. So left-handed batter to face Oster here in the full line, and the pitch coming in. Swung on, fly ball, center fielder coming on, going to his right, and makes the grab. So Cardis makes another put out, and Cudworth is out on a fly out to center field. 1-2-3 inning here. All right, we will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still scoreless on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for tuning in today. It's Region 3 baseball on the airways for you. And we're heading to the bottom of the third inning, still scoreless. Cheyenne to Rockford and Kidder County. So for Kidder County, they'll send 1, 2, 3 batters up. It's going to be Zimmerman, Silvernagel, and Oster to face Kanadarud of SNR. So Kanadarud digs in. It's a sign from Collier behind the plate. And the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to Colin Zimmerman. Singled his first time up. A senior singled. So far the only hit for Kidder County up to this point. And the pitch. Swing and a curve. 0-2. Zimmerman quickly on the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Kanadarud delivers in. Swung on. Fly ball. Left center. Left fielder to his left. Underneath and grabs it. So Cudworth makes the put out. Zimmerman is out on a fly ball to the left. Now Trey Silvernagel, the junior, will dig in. He walked his first time up, so he'll face Kanadarud again. Kanadarud sets and fires outside. 1-0 to Trey Silvernagel. Kanadarud fires in. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Trey Silvernagel. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Silvernagel. Kanadarud sets and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nice pitch there from Kanadarud. Silvernagel swings through, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed batter of Kidder County. And the pitch. Just missing. 2-2 to Silvernagel. So 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Silvernagel strikes out for out number 2. Now, Isaiah Oster, the senior pitcher, will bat. He struck out his first time up facing Kanadarud. And for Kanadarud here, that is his second strikeout. Pitch coming in, missing outside. 1-0 to Isaiah Oster. Pitch coming in. A little bit high and outside. 2-0 now to Oster. 2 balls, no strikes to Oster. I was watching that Timberwolves game last night. Boy, what a comeback. Nice job by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down and come back and take the Denver Nuggets in 7. So they're going to be playing the Dallas Mavericks now in the Western Final. Here's the pitch and a bit high. So 3-1 the count now to Isaiah Oster, the senior. Guess he graduated. I think Steele had their graduation already. Here's the pitch. Missing. So a walk issued from Canadaroo, 2 outs, puts a runner on. Now Jake Curtis, sophomore, will dig in. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. So Canadaroo looks in, checks first. Weisenberger holding the runner. And delivers. Outside, bounces off the glove of Collier. Runner stays put at first. 1 ball, no strikes to Curtis. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Facing Canadaroo. Set and the pitch from Canadaroo. Grounder, high chopper. Third baseman charging, gloves it to third or first, and the tag couldn't get him. Weisenberger tried to tag him as the runner went by, couldn't get him. That'll advance the runner to third. So that was a nice play attempt. Simon over to first. The throw kind of took him over. They're going to give him an error on that one, it looks like. Okay, so that takes Oster to third now. Hardest to first. Here's Preston Fisher now, 0 for 1. Pitch from Canadaroo of Cheyenne, New Rockford. High and tight. 1-0 to Preston Fisher. Canadaroo checks the runners at the corners and delivers in. Shows bunt, pulls back, missing ball. 2-0 to Fisher. That'll get a visit to the mound for Cheyenne, New Rockford. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll be back in 30.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
After the visit to the mound, Fisher digs in. 2-0 the count. Canadaroo on the mound for SNR, and the pitch runner goes. Can be inside and no throw down. 3-0 now, and Curtis at second base. 2 down. Preston Fisher up in the count, 3-0. And the pitch. There's a strike. 3-1. Fisher was kind of made the motion like he was going to swing at that one. So it's a strike. So it's 3-1 now to Fisher. Canadaroo delivers. High. A walk. Base is going to be loaded. 2 down. For number 6 batter, Donovan Martin, sophomore. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. So we got Oster at third, Curtis at second, Fisher at first. So Martin will dig in here to face Canadaroo. Set and the pitch. Outside. 1-0. Canadaroo, I got him down 58 pitches so far. Pretty even as far as balls and strikes. 30 strikes, 28 balls. Canadaroo sets and the pitch. High. 2-0 to Martin. Peel the first. No, he did not go. So 2 balls, no strikes to Martin. Pitch coming in from Canadaroo. Bases loaded. Low, kept in front by Collier. Nice job. So 3-0 now to Martin. Nowhere to put him. Bases loaded here. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Canadaroo sets and the pitch. There's a strike. 3-1 to Martin. Nice location there for Canadaroo. Now 3-1 coming in from the righty. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 3-2 now, count full. So Martin will dig back in the box. Knatterud sets, and the payoff. Foul back over our heads, 3-2. So Martin stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Knatterud sets, and the 3-2. Called strike 3. Knatterud gets out of another one. So Kidder County will leave the bases loaded. Nobody home. All right, we will head to the top of the 4th, scoreless on the Dakota Heritage Bank. We'll be back.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Here we go. It'll be 4, 5, 6 batters due up for SNR facing Oster. And it's 1 ball, no strikes, or 1 strike now to Brody Weisenberger, or cleanup batter for SNR. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. And the pitch from Oster. It's a roller. That's going to get into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Brody Weisenberger. Now Luke Yeri will bat. Cheyenne New Rockford 3 hits now. Luke Yeri, the senior, will bat. He's got 1 of the 3 hits for SNR. So he'll bat to face Oster with a runner first. Pitch coming in from Isaiah Oster of Wolves. That's a 1. Hits about 2 feet to the side of the home plate in the dirt. So Weisenberger off to second. And nobody out here. So Yeri now checks the runner there. Oster does, and delivers home. There's a swing and a fly ball. This could drop to the gap. It does. It goes to the wall. And Weisenberger rounding third. He'll score. Yeri rounding first. And he has a stand-up RBI double here in the top of the 4th to get the scoring going for SNR. That was well hit to deep left. And Yeri knocks in a run. Rocks in Weisenberger for the first run of the ball game. And it's 1-0 now. Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County in the top of the 4th inning. So SNR strikes first. There's a ball. Nice rip from Yeri at second. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1-1 to Alex Weisenberger. 0 for 1 today. Pitch from Oster. Swung on. Fly ball. Center fielder Cardis coming in, and didn't make the play. And runner will take off for third. Here's a throw. Not in time. Runner stays put at first. It's a nice attempt there by Cardis in center, but just a long ways to go and couldn't quite catch up to it. So Weisenberger is on with a single. And it takes Yeri to third base. Now Braden Collier. Collier reached on a fielder's choice last at bat. So Cheyenne New Rockford leading here 1-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So runners at the corners. There's a rip. That's going to get into center field for a base hit. That'll score Yeri from third. And now it's 2-0 Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County here. So Collier knocks in a run. That scores Yuri. And Weisenberger to second. So it's now 2-0. That'll get a visit to the mound here. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info. 701-652-2886.
All right, here we go. SNR up 2-0 over Kidder County, top of the fourth. And nobody out. They still got 2 on here. The pitch to Kramlich misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Kramlich 1 for 1 today, a single for the freshman. SNR 2 runs, 6 hits. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, bunts through. It's going to be a strike. 1-1 to Kramlich. So Collier at first, Alex Weisenberger at second. Oster now sets and steps off. Game recaps brought to you by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway, along with the Red River Valley Fair. And the pitch, bunt right in front of the plate. Good bunt. Pitcher gloves it, goes to third, and they got him out. Good play there by Oster to get the lead runner. Kramlich will reach on the fielder's choice there. So 1-5 play, and Weisenberger is out on the force. So 2 down, or 1 down now. It's the first out of the inning. Still runners at first and second in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Easton Simon. He's 0 for 1 today. Simon, number 9 batter here for SNR. Pitch from Oster. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1-2 now, the count to Easton Simon. Oster sets and checks second in the pitch home. Curve missing outside, kept in front by Zimmerman. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Easton Simon. Still got 2 more games coming up for you. 12:30 will be Carrington, the 1 seed, taking on number 5, Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Lemoore, the 3-time defending champs. Here's a swing and a miss. And Simon strikes out for out number 2. 2 down, 2 on. Here is Connor Canadarud now, leadoff man for SNR. He's 0 for 2, a flyout and strikeout today. Pitch coming up from Oster of Kidder County. There's a strike. 0-1 to Connor Canadarud. Pitch from Oster. Strike 2. 0-2 to Canadarud, the senior pitcher for SNR. He's struck out his last time up. Facing Oster. And the pitch. Right past the pitcher. Second baseman dives, and he just steps on the bag. That was a nice play. Nice play there by Preston Fisher at second. He went to his right, got the ball right at second, and went over and got the force out to end the inning. All right, so that's going to do it here for the top of the fourth, but some big runs for SNR. They come up with 2, and heading to the bottom of the fourth, it's 2-0 Cheyenne New Rockford leading on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks to all the sponsors for making this broadcast possible here for you today and the entire tournament from Steel today, tomorrow, and Wednesday for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. All right, so we're in the bottom of the fourth. Kidder County will send 7, 8, 9 batters here. Jasper, Binder, and Larson to face Canadarud. Canadarud sets, and the first pitch of the inning. There's a strike. 0-1 to Taden Jasper, the freshman. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. So no balls, 1 strike to the right-handed batter, Jasper. Canadarud sets, and here the pitch. Outside. Count even, 1-1. So good crowd here in Steel. A lot of jackets, I see. Some blankets out there. Still a little chilly. Good baseball weather, though. Not much wind. That's a good thing. There's a strike. 1-2 to Jasper. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jasper. Swing and a miss. A 1 upstairs. Jasper strikes out. So 1 up, 1 down. Here's Blake Binder now. Binder walks first time up facing Canadarud, the senior. Binder, a sophomore, to face the righty. Binder, the left-handed batter. Canadarud looks into Collier. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count to Binder. Canadarud sets, and the 1-1 coming in, so I'm going to foul back out of play. 0-2 the count to Blake Binder. So Canadarud so far here, it's worked out of quite a few jams. Bases loaded jam, runners at second and third jam. Here's the 0-2 coming. Grounder can go to second. Framlich up with it over to first and out for 3 in the putout. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Grady Larson now. So Larson will dig in. He flew out his first time up. Canadarud looks into Collier and comes home. Outside missing. 1-0 to Grady Larson. Number 9 batter in the order for the KC Wolves. Pitch coming up from Canadarud. High. 2-0 to Larson. Larson, a freshman. And the pitch. Swing, foul tipped. 2-1 now to Grady Larson. Cheyenne, New Rockford, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Kidder County, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. On the Red River Valley Fair and Norman County Raceway and Red River Valley Speedway game recap here. Catcher being looked at now. That's Collier, got a piece of him. Kind of shakes it off, gets back up. So we hope he's okay. Red River Valley Fair concert tickets, all concert tickets on sale right now at redrivervalleyfair.com. Norman County Raceway with the World of Outlaw late models coming to Ada, Minnesota, June 29th. Here's the 2-1 now. So fly ball. It's going to get right past second base into center field for a base hit. So Larson gets on here, 2-out single, and here's the leadoff man, Colin Zimmerman now, who's 1 for 2, a single and a flyout. Tying run will come up for Kidder County here in the bottom of the 4th with 2 down. Zimmerman, 1 for 2, a single and a flyout today, so singled his first time up for the senior catcher. He'll face Canadarud, the senior, as he looks over to first. Brody Weisenberger holding the runner on. And the pitch coming home. There's a strike. 0-1 to Colin Zimmerman. The ball is 1 strike. Right-handed batter, Zimmerman. Canadarud sits and steps off. Larson slides back into first. No throw over there, though. Canadarud sets and the pitch. Popped up in the infield. Pitcher Canadarud backpedaling right back of the mound and makes the play. And Zimmerman is retired on a pop-up to the pitcher. All right, so we will head now to the top of the 5th. And your score is still Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County 2-0.
A farmer's work is never done. You're not just planting a seed or harvesting a crop. You're growing a legacy. When you're up before dawn and out long past dusk, you need a banker who will work with your schedule, not the other way around. At Choice, we do banking differently, giving farmers like you time back to focus on what really matters. Choice Bank, top North Dakota Ag Bank for 10 years running, and always people first.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Models.
Welcome back here to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we are in the top of the 5th inning in this Region 3 baseball tournament. Quarterfinal round. Right now, Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County 2-0. Winner of this one plays tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the semifinal against the winner of our next one, Carrington and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. If you lose this one, you got to come back and play later today at 3 o'clock against South Border, and that'll be an elimination game. So we'll have we start with 5 teams today, and we'll eliminate 1. And we'll be down to 4 starting tomorrow. All 3 games tomorrow, right here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll start our coverage again about 9:35 or so tomorrow. Then Wednesday's championship game scheduled at noon. That game, maybe 2 on Wednesday, right here on YourLiveEvent.com. So on the Dakota Heritage Bank, it's 2-0 Cheyenne New Rockford. Here's Almers. Swinging a foul. Be 0-1 to Almers. Almers 0 for 1. He walked and fly out today, facing Oster. So Oster, the full line of the pitch. Swung on. That's ripped right to third. Third baseman backhands it. That's Silvernagel over to first. Nice play. Got him out. That was sharply hit off the bat of Almers, and Trey Silvernagel had to make the backhand on a 1 hop and made a nice put out over at first. So Almers is out on a 5-3. And 1 up, 1 down. Here's Keaton Cudworth. So Cudworth, number 3 batter. He's 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out today, the senior. So Oster now, the righty. Looks into Zimmerman and the pitch. There's a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Cudworth. On deck here is Brody Weisenberger, the junior. Full line of the pitch from Oster. Low. 1-1 to Cudworth. Pitch from the righty. There's a strike. 1-2 to Cudworth. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's going to be a strikeout. So Cudworth strikes out for out number 2. Now Brody Weisenberger will bat. He's 1 for 2, ground out in a single today. And the pitch. Curve in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Oster. 0-1. Oster delivers, swung on, foul back over our heads. So stays 0-2 now, or goes to 0-2. So Brody Weisenberger down in the count here. Oster, I got him down 72 pitches right now, 46 strikes, 26 balls, and the pitch. That's a 1 in the dirt. 1-2 to Weisenberger. Weisenberger, the cleanup man for SNR Black Sox. Just a junior. Full wind in the pitch from Oster. Way high. 2-2 count even now to Brody Weisenberger. And the pitch. That's a shot opposite field. Gets right past the second baseman Fisher into right field. Weisenberger, a 2-out single. That's his second hit today. Luke Erie now will bat. So Erie, number 5 batter. He's having a nice morning. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double. So the senior will dig in to face Oster with a runner at first. For SNR, they're up 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. And the pitch. Curve missing outside, so 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Luke Erie. Doubled his last time up. Oster sets, delivers, grounder, high chopper. Third baseman Larson up with it and to first. And they get the speedy Erie out. 6-3 on the putout. So that's going to do it here for SNR. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. And it's still 2-0 SNR leading Kidder County on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we are heading into the bottom of the 5th. SNR leading Kidder County 2-0. And Red River Valley Fair game recap. It's been a close one here, and the man on the mound right now, Canadarud, has pitched out of quite a few jams here and held Kidder County scoreless here heading into the bottom of the 5th. Kidder County will send 2, 3, 4 batters. Trey Silvernagel will lead it off. Red River Valley Fair 3-day carnival pass, 3 scans, 1 wristband per scan. 1 person could go 3 times on different days, or 3 people could go 1 time. It's $80, and it's on sale until June 1st. All right, here we go. Silvernagel digs in to face Canadarud. First pitch, bottom of the 5th. There's a strike, bounces off the glove of Collier. No harm done, nobody done. First batter of the inning. 0-1 to Silvernagel. And the pitch. There's a strike. 0-2 to Trey Silvernagel, the third baseman and junior for the Kidder County Wolves. No balls, 2 strikes from Canadarud. And here it is. Miss outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Silvernagel. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Chop foul. So Silvernagel stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The right-handed batter. Oh, nice arm there by Damian Kennedy, throwing that ball and back into play. The head coach for the Kidder County Wolves at third base over there. Nice job. All right, 1-2 now to Silvernagle. Curve outside, way outside. 2-2 now, count even to Trey Silvernagle. Silvernagle, he's 0 for 1 today, a walk and a strikeout. And the pitch, high. It's past the glove of Silvernagle, or Collier, I should say. All right, here we go. It's count full now in the pitch. There's a strike called strike 3. Silvernagle gets caught looking for out number 1. Here's Isaiah Oster now for Canadarud now. That's going to be his 5th K. 3 swinging, 2 looking. So here's Oster to dig in, the number 3 batter and pitcher. Canadarud delivers low. 1 ball, no strikes to Isaiah Oster, the senior. He's 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk today. Oster sets, and the 1-0. Sails high. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes to Oster. Mostly cloudy now here in Steele. Canadarud fires in. There's a strike. So 2-1 now to Isaiah Oster. So Canadarud delivers the 2-1. A bit high, just high. 3-1 now to Oster. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, the pitch, and there's a strike right on the outside. So count full now. I got Canadarud down 89 pitches, 50 strikes, 39 balls here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Starting pitcher for the Black Sox, and the payoff coming home. Low in the dirt. So it'll be a walk with 1 out. Put a runner on. Now it's going to be Jake Cardis, the sophomore. He's 0 for 2, a flyout, reached on an air. So Cardis will bat here to face Canadarud in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tying run will come up here for the Wolves with 1 out. Canadarud sets in the pitch. That's a comebacker. Canadarud, good reflexes, but he drops it. Goes to first. They won't be able to double up the runner. But he made the play. It was a nice reflex, but just kind of mishandled the ball. And maybe could have been a double play there, double up the runner. But Cardis is out on a line drive comebacker. And Oster stays put at first, 2 down. All right, here's Preston Fisher now, 0 for 1, a ground out and a walk today. So Canadarud digs in, and Fisher digs in, and the pitch coming up from Canadarud of SNR. There's kind of a 3/4 swing, and it's a strike. 0-1 to Preston Fisher, the sophomore for the Kidder County Wolves. Fisher wears number 19 here for the Wolves. Pitch the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Preston Fisher. Kidder County, no runs, 2 hits. Cheyenne de Rockford, 2 runs, 7 hits here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch coming in, high, sails high. 1-2 now, first ball to Preston Fisher. Canadarud to first, sets, and pitches home. There is a foul tip, and Collier hangs on. Fisher strikes out for out number 3. Kidder County will leave a runner stranded at first base. All right, we will head to the top of the 6th, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it is 2-0, Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County.
Barton Meats Meats of Carrington, North Dakota specializes in providing its customers with only the finest quality steaks and meat products. Choose from a variety of steaks and roasts that are packed individually in freezer-safe packages for your convenience. They package ground beef in ready-to-go freezer bags starting at £1. You'll find a little bit of everything, including sausage, pork chops, seasoned sirloins, beef sticks, and more. There's always something. Call for custom processing or any other questions. Barton Meats at 701-652-3636.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Welcome back. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We're in the top of the 6. Cheyenne, New Rockford leading Kidder County 2-0. We got a new pitcher now. Jake Cardis takes over. And so Jake Cardis will take over for Isaiah Oster. Oster, 77 pitches, 5 innings of work, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, no hit batters. And let's see, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. So let's see, Grady Larson takes over at second. Then you got Isaiah Oster at short, Donovan Martin in center, and Preston Fisher in right are the changes now. So Jake Cardis will take over, the sophomore, and he'll face 6, 7, 8 batters. Alex Weisenberger digs in. First pitch, foul back, so it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Alex Weisenberger. On deck here is Collier and then Kramlich for Cheyenne, New Rockford. Pitch is high, so 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Alex Weisenberger, and the pitch home popped up, and it's going to be at second base. Second baseman Larson with the put out. So Weisenberger is out on a pop up to second. 1 up and 1 down. Here's Braden Collier now. So Collier will bat 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and a single today. So on the Norman County Raceway and Red River Valley Speedway and Red River Valley Fair game recap. Cheyenne, New Rockford, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Kidder County, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Here in the bottom or top of the 6th. 1 ball, no strikes to Collier. Swung on, lifted to left. Left fielder going back. And that is going to go to the wall. There's Collier at second, sliding into second with a double. Well hit off the bat. And that went to the chain link fence out there in left field. And so Collier, he's got a single and a double today. That was well hit to left field. So that'll put 1 on at second now. And here's Sky Kramlich for Cheyenne, New Rockford. 1 for 2. He has singled and fielder's choice today. It's an 8th hit now for SNR today. Cardis checks second and the pitch. There's a strike. It's 0-1 to Sky Kramlich. Cardis now checks second and delivers home. There's a grounder right to Cardis. He gloves it, and he's going to run down the runner. He'll go to third. They'll have him caught between second and third. Now it goes to second, now back to third. So they're just going to kind of run down Collier. The ball is dropped and safe. Wow. The ball was dropped there by Kidder County. I think Fisher had it. It was dropped. And somehow Braden Collier got safe at second base. So everybody's going to be safe. So Kramlich will reach on the fielder's choice. And Collier stays put at second base after all that, and still only 1 out. Boy, a break there for SNR as Collier kind of just slowly slid and crawled back into second as the ball was dropped and safe. All right, Cardis now, and the pitch, showing bunt, goes outside, gets away from Zimmerman. That'll move the runners up. So, Collier at third now. And Kramlich at second with one out. So, Simon, 1-0. He's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout today, facing Cardis for the first time. There's a rip to left field. That'll drop for a hit. Collier will score. Kramlich will be held at third. It's 3-0 Cheyenne New Rockford. RBI single off the bat of Easton Simon, scoring Collier. So 3-0 Cheyenne New Rockford leading here over Kidder County in the top of the sixth. And now we'll get a visit to the mound here by the Kidder County coach and infield. So we'll take a break. We'll be back on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 3-0 Cheyenne New Rockford, top of the sixth.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info. 701-652-2886.
All right, here we go. Opportunity time here for Cheyenne New Rockford again. And now Cardis will step off, and the runner takes first to second. So at second base there, no throw down, and runner just took off. So that's Simon at second now, with only one out, and the pitch. There's a miss high to Connor Canadarud, leadoff man here, and pitcher for Cheyenne New Rockford. So right now, Cheyenne New Rockford, the 3 seed, leading number 2 Kidder County here, 3-0 in the top of the sixth, and the pitch way high. 2-0 to Canadarud. Canadarud's still looking for his first hit. Fly out, strikeout, reached on a fielder's choice. Today he's 0 for 3. So Kramlich at third and Simon at second. Another ball high. 3-0 now to Canadarud. And the full line in the 3-0. There's a strike. Just getting a strike there. 3 balls and 1 strike to Connor Canadarud. Full line in the 3-1. Strike 2. So Cardis, nice pitch there. Coming back after being down 3-0. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Canadarud. Payoff coming up from Cardis. Way outside, gets away, and the runners will hold. And now the runner from second, Simon's going to have to go back to second and no throw down. So Kramlich was just stayed put, and Simon was already at third. And then Simon's like, well, I better go back to second. So he went back there and no throw down. So bases loaded now. Still only 1 out. Here's Thomas Almers, the number 2 batter in the order for Cheyenne New Rockford. He's 0 for 2, a walk, fly out, and a ground out today, facing Cardis for the first time. Full line in the pitch. Here's a strike. It's 0-1 to Thomas Almers, the freshman, facing the sophomore Cardis. Full line in the pitch. High. 1-1 to Almers. And the pitch. Another high pitch. 2-1 now to Almers. Bases loaded. Here's a 2-1. Outside again. 3-1 to Almers. So Jake Cardis in relief here in the top of the sixth. I got him down 19 pitches. 10 balls, 9 strikes in the pitch. Ball outside. Be a walk, and a walk's going to come home. Going to be 4-0. Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County here in the top of the sixth. The walk score or run scores on the walk. So now Keaton Cudworth will bat. Still only 1 out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Cudworth 0 for 3 against Oster, the starting pitcher, who's at short now. So Cudworth, ground out, fly out, and a strikeout, facing Cardis for the first time in the pitch. Curve inside, and looks like he did go. Kind of a halfway swing there. So 0-2 to Keaton Cudworth, the senior for Cheyenne, New Rockford. And the pitch, way high. 1-2. So first ball from Jake Cardis, right-hander for Kidder County Wolves. And the pitch, chop foul. 1-2 the count to Keaton Cudworth. One and two, the count to Cudworth. And just missing high. So 2-2 now to Cudworth. Here's the 2-2 now from the righty. Swing and a miss. Cudworth strikes out for out number 2. That's a big one there. Nice pitch from Cardis. Now Brody Weisenberger with 2 down, bases loaded here. Still 4-0. Cheyenne, New Rockford leading Kidder County. We're in the top of the 6th. Weisenberger 2 for 3 today, swinging a nice bat. He's got a couple singles today. There's the pitch and ball. First time facing Jake Cardis. 1-0 to Brody Weisenberger, right-handed batter for the Black Sox. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tipped. Fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brody Weisenberger. One now from Cardis. Oh, way high. Gets away. Simon trying to take home, and the throw is off target. And it'll be 5-0. New Rockford-Sheyenne leading now. So a wild pitch will take Simon home. And that'll move everybody else up as well. So Brody Weisenberger, 3-1 the count here. And scoring another run is Cheyenne, New Rockford. So they lead it now 5-0. So 5-0, Cheyenne, New Rockford leading Kidder County, top of the 6th, 2 down, 2 on. And the pitch from Cardis, low. So now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. So we got Canadarud at third and Almers at second for Cheyenne, New Rockford. And the pitch. There's a strike. Count full now to Brody Weisenberger, the junior, cleanup man for SNR Black Sox. And the pitch. Outside a walk. Base is going to be loaded again. 2-out walk, loads him up. Here's Luke Yeary. 2 for 3 today, single, double, and a ground out. Might get a courtesy runner here, I think, for Brody Weisenberger. Let's get a courtesy runner over there. It's be 33 running over at first. Dashlo Beekler will run at first base for Cheyenne, New Rockford. So Yeary at the plate, and the pitch from Cardis. There's a strike. 0-1 to Luke Yeary. Cheyenne, New Rockford, 3 runs here in the top of the 6th. Threatening with more with 2 down, bases loaded. Pitch from Cardis. And a ball missing. So 1-1 now to Luke Yeary. So Canadarud at third, Almers at second, and Beekler at first. And the pitch. Ripped to left field. That'll be a base hit. Canadarud scores. They're going to send Almers. He'll score. Play not in time. 7-0 Cheyenne, New Rockford leading Kidder County here in the top of the 6th. So Yeary, 2 knocked in, scoring Canadarud and Almers. Beekler to second base. 7-0 Cheyenne, New Rockford here. So 5 runs, 6 inning here for SNR. That's their 10th hit of the ball game as well. Now Alex Weisenberger will bat. He's 1 for 3. Pitch swung on, and that's going to be a bit hit to left field. Beekler, they'll send him, and the throw is going to be cut off. No play at the plate. 8-0, Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County. So Alex Weisenberger knocks one in. Beekler scores, and Erie goes to second. So 8-0 now. 6th run inning here for Cheyenne New Rockford in the top of the 6th. So Braden Collier, 2 for 3 today. Reached on a fielder's choice, single and a double. Facing Cardis. Cardis delivers. Swung on, high fly ball. Shortstop going back right on the edge and makes the play. So that's Oster for the putout. But damage is done here for Cheyenne New Rockford. Big 6th inning, 6 runs across. They have the lead, 8-0 over Kidder County. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back in 1 minute. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 8-0 Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th next.
The Carrington School District congratulates the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, securing the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique and inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff from the Carrington School District. To all students, parents, and families of Carrington Schools, thank you for a great year.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for tuning in. And let's see, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-0 Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And boy, it was pretty close through 5. And then the Black Sox break this game open. Get 6 across in the top of the 6th. And now Kidder County will send 6, 7, 8 batters here. Martin, Jasper, and Binder to face the starting pitcher, Connor Canadarud. I got a Canadarud down for 95 pitches here for the senior. So Martin will bat. He's 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout today. So Cheyenne New Rockford, 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Kidder County, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. So Canadarud sets, and the pitch. High, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Donovan Martin. Here's the pitch from Canadarud. Sails high again, so 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Martin, sophomore. And the pitch now from Canadarud, the righty. There's a strike, 2-1. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Donovan Martin. Canadarud looks in to Collier, and here's the pitch. High. 3-1 now to Martin. Here's the pitch from the righty, Canadarud. Fly ball, foul, down by the right field line over there, out of play. Be 3-2 to Donovan Martin. On deck here is Taden Jasper, the first baseman, and then in the hole is Blake Binder, sophomore. Facing the senior Canadarud with outstanding pitching performance here so far. And the pitch swung on, popped up, shallow right. Right fielder tracking, makes the putout. That's Weisenberger, Alex Weisenberger in right, making the putout. So Martin is out and a pop up to right. And now it's Taden Jasper, number 7 batter. Jasper 0 for 2 today, ground out and strikeout. So Canadarud looks on, and the pitch high, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jasper. He's 0 for 2, ground out, strikeout last time up. He'll face Canada for the 3rd time this morning. This game an hour and 35 minutes old. There's a strike. Started at 10 a.m. We'll start at 10 a.m. tomorrow with 3 games again, and then noon on Wednesday with the championship. And if necessary, the repeat championship would be right after. Entire tournament from Steel right here on yourliveevent.com. Here's a swing and a foul back. 1-2 the count to Jasper. Up next, scheduled at 12:30, will be number 1 seeded Carrington Cardinals taking on number 5 seed Lemoore Litchfield Marion and the 3-time defending champs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So a strikeout for Canadarud, and now Blake Binder with 2 down. So for Canadarud here, that is his 7th strikeout. 5 swinging, 2 looking. Blake Binder, the sophomore, 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out today. Pitch from Connor Canadarud. Swung on a foul back right by the third base dugout. It's 0-1 to Binder. Canadarud looks into Braden Collier, the catcher, and fires home. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Blake Binder, sophomore for the Wolves. Canadarud sets in the pitch. Sails bit high. 1-2 to Binder. Definitely a lot different game here than when these two teams met in the regular season. Just in 1 run separated the 2 teams. They split in the regular season. Grounder or foul back behind the plate there to third base dugout. So Binder stays alive at 1-2. Set in the pitch from the righty Canadarud. High. Evens count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Blake Binder. Canadarud fires in the 2-2. Hit right past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. So Binder will reach 2-out single. Just the 3rd hit now for Kidder County here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Grady Larson, the freshman, to bat. Larson 1 for 2, a fly out and a single today. Number 9 batter in the order for the Wolves. So he'll dig in to face Connor Canadarud, the senior. So Canadarud delivers low, kept in front by Collier. So 1 ball and no strikes to Grady Larson. Here's the 1-0 outside. 2-0 to Larson. 2 balls and no strikes to Grady Larson. Runner at first. It's Brody Weisenberger holding the runner. And the pitch. There's a strike. 2-1 now. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the right-handed batter Larson. .114 pitches now for Canadarud. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. Runner goes down to second. Throw down. Not in time. So Binder at second now with 2 down. 3 balls, 1 strike to Larson. The runner at second. Kidder County trying to get on the board here. Runner at scoring position, 2 down. Pitch from Canadarud. There's a strike. Larson thought it was ball 4, so 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count full to Grady Larson of Kidder County. And the pitch. Grounder to third. Third baseman backhands it. That's Simon over to first and out. Long throw. Simon gets Larson out. 5-3. That's going to do it here for Cheyenne New Rockford. Leave a runner stranded. Or I'm sorry, for Kidder County. Leave a runner stranded No runs across. All right, we will head to the top of the 7th. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's 8-0 Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County.
Here's this summer's happening at Headlocks in Carrington. On Friday, June 14th, it's the Lance Caning Golf Scramble. Then on Friday and Saturday, July 12th and 13th, it's the Central City Bash. Enter the Headlocks Eaton Par 3 Golf Tournament and check out the street dance with the band Uptown. On Saturday, July 13th, check out the Cool Car Show in the afternoon and the street dance with the Dean Brecky Band later that night. While you're there, see their awesome picture wall full of local sports memories. Visit Headlocks on Facebook for more information about all their happenings.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Welcome back here to Steel. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. And we're in the top of the 7th. Cheyenne New Rockford leading Kidder County 8-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 8-9-1 batters here for Cheyenne New Rockford to face Jake Cardis. Pitch, swing and a miss to Sky Kramlich. It's 0-1. Kramlich today, 1 for 3, a single. Reached on 2 fielders' choices here. And the pitch, follow back. 0-2 to Kramlich. So Cardis now sets and fires high. 1-2 to Sky Kramlich. And the pitch, the 1-2, that's outside. 2-2 to Kramlich. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sky Kramlich, the freshman of SNR Black Sox. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Kramlich strikes out for out number 1. Now Easton Simon, sophomore, will dig in, number 9 batter. He'll face Jake Cardis again. Let's see, Simon 1 for 3, ground out, strikeout, and a single today. Kind of got things going there in the 6th inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 from Jake Cardis. Cardis full line, and the pitch coming in. Sails in tight, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Easton Simon. And the 1-1 coming home. Low, 2-1 now to Simon. Now get a visit to the mound by Coach Damian Kennedy of Kidder County. Talking things over with his pitcher. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Find the perfect gifts for your Father's Day or stock up this summer at Lemoore Drugstore, from sunscreen, bug spray, and first aid supplies. Plus, Lemoore Drugstore has a Nebo car jump starter with an air compressor and power ports, and keep your refreshments cold with the Nebo thermoelectric cooler bag. Lemoore Drugstore, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com.
You can feel secure in the knowledge that your comfort is in good hands with Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington. Their prompt and courteous team stands in readiness to assist you with all your plumbing needs, including ductless air conditioners. Larson Plumbing is happy to announce that they install Daikin ductless air conditioners. Daikin air conditioners make sure you stay cool all summer long with no interruptions. Call the ones who care. Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington, 701-652-5695.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimus Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Boganry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
New pitcher on the mound for the Kidder County Wolves. It's going to be Donovan Martin, the sophomore, will take over. And then Jake Cardis will go into center. So third pitcher of the game for Kidder County. Let's see if we can get some stats here for Jake Cardis. Inning in a third of work, 45 pitches, 6 runs, 6 earned, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits. So Martin will on the mound now face Easton Simon of Cheyenne, New Rockford. So Cardis can come back later today. He's under 45 pitches, so he can come back later today. That's going to be a ball. So Simon at first now, and here's Kanadarud. Kanadarud, leadoff man, 0 for 3 today. So Martin will face Kanadarud, and the pitch. Swinging a fly. Cardis coming in on the run, makes the play. 2 down. Nice play by Cardis. So Kanadarud's out on a fly out to center. Runner stays put at first base. So now here's Thomas Almers, the freshman for Cheyenne, New Rockford, here in the top of the 7th. Big 6th inning for Cheyenne, New Rockford there. And the pitch. Foul back right past my left-hand side here. It's 0-1 to Thomas Almers. Oh, and 1 the count here now, and the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2 to Thomas Almers. No balls and 2 strikes. Swung and a fly ball. First baseman giving chase, runs out of room though. Down past the first base dugout, so it stays 0-2 to Thomas Almers. Burton delivers high. 1-2. Starting pitcher for Kidder County, Oster, 77 pitches, so he's still got some left. Low, but he can't come back today. He'll be back Wednesday. It's 135 tournament max, I believe. 2-2 the count. Pitch. There's a strike. Called strike 3. Almers gets caught looking for out number 3. So Cheyenne, New Rockford will leave a runner stranded. And we are going to the last of the 7th. Last chance for Kidder County. 1-2-3 batters due up. Colin Zimmerman will lead it off when we come back. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard 8-0. Cheyenne, New Rockford leading Kidder County.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
Greg for yourliveevent.com. And we're in the bottom of the 7th. It's 8-0. Cheyenne, New Rockford leading Kidder County. New pitcher for Cheyenne, New Rockford. Luke Yeary comes in, and he'll relieve Connor Kanadarud. Kanadarud, 6 innings of work, 117 pitches, no runs, 7 Ks, 3 hits, and no hit batters. Some nice pitching performance there by Kanadarud. And So 117 pitches today. So now he'll face Colin Zimmerman, 1 for 3 is Zimmerman. He'll face Erie for the first time. Zimmerman, single flyout, actually a couple flyouts. Last chance here for the Kidder County Wolves. They're down 8-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cheyenne New Rockford, a big 6th inning. 6 runs put up on the board there in the top of the 6th. They scored 2 in the top of the 4th as well. It was tight through 5. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Colin Zimmerman, 0-1. So 0-1 the count to Colin Zimmerman of the Wolves of Kidder County. And the pitch inside. 1-1 to Zimmerman. So if SNR holds on here, Kidder County will have to come back and play later today at 3 o'clock in a loser out game against South Border. And Cheyenne New Rockford will have the rest of the day off. They'll come back and play tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. There's a rip to left field. That'll get in for a base hit. Off the bat is Zimmerman. So leadoff single. Here's Trey Silvernagel now. 4th hit of the ball game now for Kidder County. Silvernagel 0 for 2, a walk, a couple strikeouts today against Canadarud, who's in center now. So Canadarud went to center, and Erie comes in from center. Weisenberger holding the runner, throws over there. Back safely is Zimmerman. Erie sets and fires home. Runner goes. There's a strike. Throw down a second and not in time. I think it might have hit the bat or in the helmet there somewhere. So Zimmerman at second base now. And it's 0-1 the count to Trey Silvernagel, the junior, for the Kidder County Wolves. Erie on the mound for SNR. Sets and the pitch. High. 1-1. Count even now to Trey Silvernagel. Scheduled at 12:30 today will be Carrington and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. So let's see. We're an hour and 52 minutes into this one now. Here's the pitch. Curve. Nice pitch. That was a nice bender. 1-2 to Silvernagel. Now the runner's caught between second and third. They throw down. The ball is going to get away. And a break for Kidder County as Zimmerman will take third safely. So a runner at third now for Kidder County. And nobody out. Silvernagel now at the plate. The 1-2 curve. Let's see, missing just outside. So be 2-2 now to Trey Silvernagel. South Border lost to Lemoore Litchfield Marion last week, Thursday, 9-2. So South Border facing elimination now in this double elimination style tournament. There's a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Erie. 1 down. And now here's Isaiah Oster. Was a starting pitcher for the Wolves. He'll bat. He is 0 for 1. Strikeout, a couple walks today with Zimmerman at third base. Erie looks in, sets, checks third, and the pitch. Curve in there for a strike. Nice pitch, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Erie sets, and the pitch. Try to get him to chase. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Oster, senior, for the Wolves. Pitch coming up from Erie. Missing low. 2-1 to Oster. 2 balls, 1 strike to Oster. Erie delivers. Curve swinging. Be grounded at third. That's Simon to first. 2 down. Runner scores. So Oster out in a 5-3. and knocking in Zimmerman for the first run of the ball game for the Kidder County Wolves. So the Wolves get on the board here in the bottom of the 7th. 8-1 now on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 2 down. Here's Jake Cardis for the Wolves. He'll face Erie with the bases clear. Full line of the pitch. And 3/4 swing. He went through strike 1. So Cheyenne New Rockford 2 strikes away here. Advancing to the semifinal tomorrow at 10 a.m. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Wolves down to last out, or last strike here, and last out too. Erie, 15th pitch coming up. Low in the dirt. 1-2 to Cardis. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jake Cardis. And the pitch from Erie. High at his head. 2-2 now to Cardis. Cardis had his jump or duck. Here the 2-2 from Erie. Strike called, strike 3. Cardis gets caught looking for out number 3. And that's going to do it here. So, Cheyenne New Rockford wins it over Kidder County. And they will improve to 10-6 on the year. And Kidder County will fall to 4-8-1. And they will play an elimination game later today at 3 o'clock against South Border. So Cheyenne New Rockford victorious over Kidder County. Final score 8-1. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with our post-game report and also our precision play of the game. And precision play of the game brought to you by RDK Enterprises. And players of the game brought to you by Enbridge Energy. And our interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. So we'll get to that coming up next right here on yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Back to our post-game report. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. And another one in the books here. This one's going to go to Cheyenne New Rockford as they defeat Kidder County by the final score of 8-1. So Cheyenne New Rockford plays tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the semifinal with a record of 10-6 overall. And Kidder County will face elimination later today at 3 o'clock at 4-8-1 overall. They'll take on South Border at 5-7. So that's a 3 o'clock game. So we'll have that 3 o'clock game for you. And of course, the next game coming up here for you as well. The Carrington Cardinals and Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos. So that's coming up here for you too. So, well, let's quickly recap this one here in our post-game report as Cheyenne New Rockford victorious. So the tallies here, let's see, Cheyenne New Rockford had 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, 9 left. Kidder County, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, 9 left. Winning pitcher, Cheyenne New Rockford, going to go to Connor Canadarud, 6 innings of work. 117 pitches, no runs, 7 strikeouts, 3 hits, 5 walks, no hit batters. Luke Erie comes in, gets the final 3 outs on 17 pitches, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts, 1 hit, and no hit batters. Losing pitcher today, that's going to go to Luke Erie, Isaiah Oster rather. So Oster will pick up the loss today, and Oster. 5 innings of work, 77 pitches, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts, 7 hits, 1 walk, no hit batters. Jake Cardis comes in, works an inning and a third, and he gives 45 pitches, 6 runs, 6 earned, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, 4 walks, no hit batters. Donovan Martin, the sophomore, comes in, works 2/3 of an inning, 9 pitches, no runs, 1 K, and no hit batters. So the lineup here for Cheyenne New Rockford, of their 11 hits, Brody Weisenberger had 2 of them. He had a double, 2 singles, scored once. Luke Geary had 2 singles and a double, and 3 RBI, scored once. Alex Weisenberger, 2 singles today, RBI. Braden Collier, a single and a double today, an RBI. Sky Kramlik, a single today, scored once. Easton Simon, a single, scored once, and an RBI. So that's the lineup there. So the 2 Weisenbergers and Geary, each 2 hits today. Then Kidder County for their batting order. Of their 4 hits, Colin Zimmerman had 2 singles today, and Oster had an RBI. So he walked with the bases loaded, and then Blake Binder had a single, and Grady Larson had a single today as well. Colin Zimmerman scored the only run for Kidder County. So that's the lineup and the stats there for you in this one, as Cheyenne New Rockford gets the win, and they will move on and play the winner of our next one. So that'll be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So Cheyenne New Rockford will play at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and they'll take on the winner of Carrington versus Lemoore Litchfield Marion. So Carrington and Lemoore Litchfield Marion scheduled at 12:30. So we'll take a quick break here, and then we will come back with game 2 of 3 today. So the first game in the books, and then Carrington and Lemoore Litchfield Marion coming up at 12:30. Then approximately 3 o'clock today, South Border and Kidder County. So another quarterfinal round here, Carrington and Lemoore, and then a loser out game between South Border and Kidder County coming up right here at 3 o'clock. And then we'll have complete coverage tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. with the semifinal and the 2 loser out games, and then the championship scheduled on Wednesday at noon, and then repeat if necessary at the game right after, if necessary at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. So complete tournament coverage here for you for the Region 3 baseball on yourliveevent.com now through Wednesday here in Steele. All right, well, let's see. We'll take another break here. We'll come back with our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game and Enbridge Energy Players of the Game next right here on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
Welcome back here to the post-game report. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com, and 8-1 Cheyenne New Rockford wins it over Kidder County, and right now we're glad to be joined by head coach Damian Kennedy for Kidder County Wolves. And coach, it was close through 5 here today, right?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a battle coming in with Cheyenne New Rockford. They're always a tough team to play. We've battled 2 one-run games. It just wasn't our day today.
Yeah, just went up against a tough Kanadaru pitcher on the mound for the Black Sox today.
He definitely kept us off balance. He had just enough movement that we just couldn't barrel the ball, and by the time we did, it was too late.
You know, some pretty good defense here, though. No errors for Kidder County, so that was good. And just that 6th inning got away from you there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Cardis, he's kind of been our top reliever. He comes in and is pretty lights out, but today just they were hitting the ball. The hat tip to them.
Okay, so you got to come back, watch this game coming up here, and then so South Border. What are the keys to victory there against the South Border Mustangs?
But then we just have to be aggressive. let them make mistakes, play a clean ball game again, just like we did here defensively, and then hit the ball. Just that's going to be our focus, just putting the ball into play and making them make plays.
Okay, sounds good. We'll let you go, Coach. Thanks for joining us here. We appreciate it. Isaiah Oster joins us now. Thanks, Isaiah, and good pitching performance tonight, or this afternoon, or morning, I guess, morning, right? So, what were you feeling out there today on the mound?
Lately my fastball's just not been working, so I've kind of found a cutter, and I've just been sticking with that. And the two runs they put up on me, my cutter I wasn't feeling it, but the rest of the time it was lights out, and that's where it was.
Yeah, it was good pitching. Good pitching performance here by you. Was close through 5 innings. 6 inning got away, but other than that, otherwise you take that 6 inning away, it would have been a different ball game, right?
For sure. Yeah.
So good defense here behind you as well.
Yeah.
So your teammates, what do you want to say to them? That good
You know,
defense.
yeah, we're solid up the middle. Had some errors in the past, like a couple of games we loaded on errors, but today our defense looked good. A couple good plays out there, Preston Fisher. So yeah.
So let's see. Now what are you going to do? Take a little break here, I suppose, and get ready for game number 2 today now. So what do you expect against South Border today?
I don't know who we're gonna face, but we've been able to hit whoever they throw at us in the past, and just put the ball in play and make the most of what we got.
Now, let's see. I think I had you down 70-some pitches, right?
76, yeah.
76. Okay, so you're done for today and tomorrow, and then you could come back if you
Yep.
need it on Wednesday, right?
Yep, if we're here on Wednesday,
If you're on
I'm
Wednesday,
going.
yep. Okay. So does it help being here in Steel, though, right?
Yep.
The field?
Yeah, got to sleep in, and
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Well, good luck out later today.
Yeah, thank you very
bet.
much.
Thanks for joining us on the post game. So that's Isaiah Oster joining us here for Kidder County, and also Coach Damian Kennedy. So we appreciate that. We'll turn the camera around here to get back to the game. So the next game coming up here will be Carrington and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. So let's get to our players of the game. And it's a courtesy of Enbridge Energy. Enbridge, tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowisOn.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. Okay, so players of the game, we're going to go to Connor Canadarud of Cheyenne, New Rockford, a outstanding pitching performance here. And then Isaiah Oster, also on the mound. Oster doing a nice job as well. Isaiah Oster for Kidder County. So Cheyenne, New Rockford, Connor Canadarud, 6 innings, no runs. So a combined 4 hits and 1 run pitching performance for Cheyenne, New Rockford. And then Kidder County, Oster, 5 innings of work, 77 pitches, 2 runs, 2 earned. So that's our Enbridge Energies players of the game. And then our precision play of the game brought to you by RDK Enterprises. RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. Thank you for your business. For more information on precision planting to help improve your farm profits, you can visit planterdoc.com. And we're going to go with that right away in the first inning. I thought that was, Kidder County got 2 on, nobody out, runners at second and third, and Connor Canadarud fired through the order there and got the next 3 outs. And then 2 innings later, bases loaded jam, and he pitched out of it. So we're going to go with precision play of the game there by RDK Enterprises. Those 2 situations, because that really kept Kidder County at bay, and just didn't get on the board till they're in the bottom of the 7th inning. So outstanding pitching performance here by Yuri and Canadarud of Cheyenne, New Rockford. All right, so, let's see. We're going to take another break, and we are going to come back. Once again, your final score, 8-1 is your final. Cheyenne, New Rockford victorious.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
YourLiveEvent.com post-game. Cheyenne New Rockford victorious over Kidder County 8-1. All right. Well, we are going to take a break here. We'll come back shortly, probably another 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll get you game 2 of 3 today, as it's going to be Carrington taking on Lemoore Litchfield Marion. That's scheduled at 12:30 today. So we are probably going to be running pretty close to that time frame, I would think, maybe a little bit later. But they're cleaning the field here, and both teams got to take their infield. So, yeah, I'd say we're probably at least 20 minutes away from first pitch, probably even long. I'd say probably about 25, 30 minutes away. So we're going to take a little break here, and then we'll come back with game number 2. So once again, your final score, Cheyenne New Rockford 8, Kidder County 1. And Cheyenne New Rockford will move into tomorrow's semifinals at 10 a.m. They'll take on the winner of their next one, Carrington versus Lemoore Litchfield Marion. And then Kidder County will face elimination later on today at 3 o'clock, and they will take on South Border, and we'll have a game for you. Both games still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com. All right, I want to thank all my sponsors and everybody here in Steele for all their help, including Ryan Larson, the AD, and Beck Communications for Internet. All right, 8-1, Cheyenne New Rockford victorious.